Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical, and today for you guys I'm bringing you something pretty damn interesting. Today we're going to be turning the pages back and we are playing Kingdom Hearts 1 to show you guys an interesting detail that I have only just recently come across thanks to reading through the end of the world section on the Kingdom Hearts Wikia page. So I ended up reading the fact that in the volcanic crater there is a tunnel that extends through rooms and contains remnants from worlds that have fallen into darkness. They go on to say that there are remnants from Enchanted Dominion, Dwarf Woodlands, Castle of Dreams. Now, I found this very interesting and decided to actually go through these areas to see whether these different remnants are indeed present. Little did I know, as I was actually going through these rooms throughout the tunnels, I actually noticed different similarities and sort of object pieces that correspond to those worlds. Now, in case you guys don't know, the end of the world area is technically a sort of portal or gateway to that of the Realm of Darkness. Now, indeed we do know that during the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, the worlds known as Enchanted Dominion, Dwarf Woodlands, and of course Castle of Dreams fell into darkness. This is of course why we explore these three worlds in particular in Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep. During the point in time where Sora sets out for his first adventure in Kingdom Hearts 1, these worlds are already well into the depths of darkness. They've already been lost. So because of the fact that the end of the world is sort of the entrance to that of the Realm of Darkness, in a sense it would make sense that remnants from these lost worlds would be scattered at the entrance, and indeed they sort of are. This tunnel area can actually be found before the final area of Kingdom Hearts 1 and the end of the world. So first things first, let's have a look at the first tunnel area. So as soon as we enter this area, the very first thing that you guys will notice is the thorns scattered absolutely all over the wall. Now, when we think about thorns, what particular Disney film does that correspond to that of course is present in Kingdom Hearts? That being Sleeping Beauty, or of course more so Enchanted Dominion. Now of course we know this was a world in Kingdom Hearts of Birth by Sleep that we were able to visit, and of course after the events of Birth by Sleep it shortly fell into darkness. Now this is the home world of Maleficent, and of course we know that she had different abilities and powers to of course summon forth thorns. In the original lore for Sleeping Beauty, Maleficent used the power of thorns to keep out the humans from her land. And of course throughout the Kingdom Hearts series we see these thorns represented quite a lot to do with the Enchanted Dominion and Maleficent. Now the other interesting little remnant of Enchanted Dominion that is also found in this room is this green patch that for some reason is just randomly sitting in the middle of the area itself. Now you guys will notice that the trees and sort of the earth and whatnot have a particular style, and this style is pretty much exactly the same as the different vegetation and greenery found in the Enchanted Dominion world in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Now the final detail you guys have probably noticed is the smashed up architecture and objects scattered all throughout the room. Now in a way I would say that this architecture has a particular style to it, sort of like a Frenchy or sort of village-esque type style to it. Now when thinking about a world that this would correspond to, it's kind of hard to think about, but when I think of how the architecture is laid out throughout the town area of the Castle of Dreams, which of course is Cinderella's world from Birth by Sleep, when we actually explore that town in 0.2, the architecture found there is quite similar to the architecture that is actually found in this room, all destroyed. Now making our way into the second tunnel area, I think it's pretty much safe to say that the world that is getting represented in this tunnel is pretty obvious, and that being the Dwarf Woodlands. Now when I think about the Dwarf Woodlands, one of the big things that I think about are these spooky trees that we have to of course fight against in Kingdom Hearts of Birth by Sleep, and these spooky trees are freaking plastered absolutely everywhere around the walls in this tunnel. And of course it is known as Dwarf Woodlands. It's got woodlands in the name of the world itself. There's a lot of trees and spooky trees all over this tunnel, so I think it's pretty much safe to say that these could be remnants of the Dwarf Woodlands. The other very interesting thing about this room is it has quite a high-res picture of a particular castle. Now, thinking about this castle, who exactly knows what sort of castle this is? Whether it's a castle from a different Disney film, or perhaps maybe it is the castle from Dwarf Woodlands. And the final tunnel is this room. Now, in terms of this room, it's really hard to make out if a certain world is being represented here by its lost remnants. I think by this point, this tunnel pretty much represents that, holy shit, you're actually getting pretty damn close to the actual entrance to that of the Realm of Darkness. And of course we know that from here on in, Sora is pretty much close to that of the Realm of Darkness. As you guys can see, things are getting pretty weird and all messed up, so that that's probably an indicator. Now guys, I thought I would do this video because I found it to be pretty damn interesting. These are very small details that I actually did not notice while I was going through the end of the world areas, and actually upon reading that, I had to check it out for myself, and actually finding out that holy shit, there are actually remnants of the worlds that did fall into darkness during these very events of Kingdom Hearts 1. If you guys actually knew about these details, let me know in the comments section down below, and if you have sort of more thoughts towards this topic in particular, let me know. But guys, hopefully you're having a fantastic day, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.